Happy Juneteenth. I'm supposed to be going something. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Alright, so we're going to kick this video off with just chit-chatting about Juneteenth, why it's important. It's always been important with some black-owned beauty products. So my brows are done with BK Beauty brow pomade. Her name is Alicia Joyner, folks. I talk about her brand all the time. I've been using this for 2 years, and I outline my brows with the Juvia's Place concealers. Speaking of concealers, I'm going to put some of that down on my eyelid to help my color stick a little bit. So on my eyes, we have the MacBook by the Crayon Case, and I'm going to use this palette for almost everything, even my blush, y'all. But let's chat for a second. So what's going on today? Juneteenth, and some companies are now saying this is a national holiday. I feel like you have to start somewhere, but this should have been happening, y'all. I'm almost 40 years old, and I've been celebrating Juneteenth for a long time. In fact, I even got in trouble one 4th of July. You know how Old Navy comes out with the shirts every 4th of July commemorating that particular year and 4th of July? My mom would buy these shirts for us every year, and I think when I was about 13, I said, I don't want to wear that. Particular day, my mom goes in the house and tells my dad, you better do something with her. She being disrespectful. I can't take her. I can't deal with her. And when he asked me why I didn't want the shirt, and I told him, he said, you know what? She right. But let me tell you how things happen generational, and it's just things that we don't think of, it's things that we don't know, it's things we ourselves don't acknowledge as black people because we're accustomed to doing things the other way other people happens when we accustomed to doing things the way the others has taught us to do things. We go with the flow. I got in trouble. I didn't really get in trouble because my dad was like, you know what, she right. So even my uncles was like, we never really thought about it like that. And this was a proud moment because my uncle owned a club, and a nightclub, and a convenience store. And every 4th of July, he hold a big block party for the community. And it's like, why are we celebrating that? It was a changing point for me and my family. Another thing too, as black people, we have like a natural fear that's instilled in us. Like, we don't want to push the envelope. We don't want to make the others uncomfortable. And being apologetic is like, why? We've been uncomfortable for years. What I mean by that is you're on the job, and you may not want to say, hey, 4th of July is not the holiday I commemorate, but Juneteenth is. You don't want people to look at you different. You don't want people to feel a kind of way about you because you said that. The same way you understand 4th of July for them, they should understand Juneteenth for you. But we all know it don't always work like that. And you can't just say, well, this is why you should work for yourself. I'm here to tell you, everybody is not meant to be an entrepreneur. Like me starting my own candle business just last night, pouring some tester candles. I plenty of times I wanted to give up and just be that girl. Let me just keep on shopping, buying my candles from Bath and Body and stuff. But in my head, I'm like, I'll never accomplish nothing if I don't follow my passion. Like, I have big dreams for my company, right? Seem far-fetched, but it's okay to dream big. I'm just here to tell y'all, get up there and celebrate Juneteenth. If the turning point in America ain't now, then when it is very pigmented. But now I'm going to go on with my primer, my hyaluronic acid primer from Plain Jane Beauty. Black on as well. I talked about this on my channel a while back. But let me back it up for a second for some people on my channel that may not know and may not understand. The Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1863 by Abraham Lincoln, right? But the last slaves in Texas, they didn't know they were free until 2 years later, until the end of the Civil War. Not only that, Texas slave masters wanted another years of crop out of them, so they worked them for them past 2 years, knowing good and well those people were free. The fact that we're sitting here celebrating, we have a holiday to signify our freedom, because in the Declaration of Independence, in the preamble, black people were not considered human. They were considered 1/3. So for the foundation portion, I'm going to go in with the Juvia's, which is black owned, and so is the Iman. These are 2 matte foundations, but I prime myself kind of moisturizing. And my brushes I'm using the brushes from Color de Jour. She's a makeup artist out of Houston, Texas, and she has a whole studio. So let's get into this thing. The collective out there don't see our pain and know what we go through. They see it. They just don't care. That was my Juvia's concealers I put down under my eye, and I'm going to set it with just an overall face powder. And again, don't let nobody tell you, oh, that was so long ago. Brown versus the Board of Education was only 60 years ago. So my point is, if slavery was abolished in the 1800s, moving into the 1900s, this is 2020, and we still fighting for rights. You know how certain things are embedded in your brain? Let me tell you, systemic racism, omit certain things from history lessons in school so we can act like it never happened. Tulsa, Sneiko Village, summer of '69, among with many other things. The Birmingham bombing, where the 4 little girls got killed. Let's omit all these things from history that white people has done to us, but then let's put up these monuments of our forefathers and their heroes in all these cities to remind them that we own their ass. Charleston, South Carolina, John C. Calhoun statue getting ready to be taken down. What a blessing, finally. Fenty Beauty mascara, or some would say she's not fully black on, but her board of directors and her team better than plenty other damn brands out here. But back to what I was saying. Finally, it's like, yeah, let's take this down. We've done these people harm enough. They don't need a fair reminder that they were snatched and brought over here. And you know, you got a lot of people who say, well, put y'all on the boat and send y'all back. We ain't bring us here. But when we got here, we did the hard labor work that you and your people didn't want to do. So, I did my under eyes, my bronze. This right here from the crayon case is such the perfect bronze on me. And for blush today, I used the pink and the purple mix out of her palette. So you can get everything done with this one palette, okay? So my highlight, I have BK Beauty Cosmetics. She has a real soft highlight formula that I like. And it's really, really effortless. Y'all see that, but y'all know I'm real extra, so y'all know I'm gonna top this off. By the crayon case, it just always take it up a notch. So we're gonna do my only black on lip liner I have up here is Iman, and it's kind of too light, but I have the black opal. Black opal is once again black on because you know they sold some time back. And to tie in our green, our yellow for Juneteenth, we're going with a bold red lip. This is Stunner. Alrighty, y'all. This is what my final look like. I got my hair wrap on. I got my mask, and check out my shirt. Because I'm black, bliggity black. Check out my pictures via Instagram. I'm going outside to get my snap on, and we black 365. Don't let nobody take that from y'all. See y'all next video. I'm a diva.